Welcome back to the Quickie. Zer and Akib still hanging out with you, and in this part of the show we've got Chantel's new CD to give you, as well as a couple of passes to H Artistry happening this Saturday. But first, you know, the Asian Youth Ambassador Awards, otherwise known as the AYA Awards. You might recognize it by its signature Durian Award.
That's right.
It has been around for 15 years. They're still continuing to inspire the youth to live a better life.
And right now we have the two finalists from this year's major main award. Say hello to Dalvinder and Sarli. Hello.
Hi guys.
Hi guys. Okay, we'll start with Sarli first because you're closest to us. What is it that you do?
I'm an architect, which is I have my own architect firm and have participated in many foreign architect competitions and also conventions.
Yeah, you were just back from, where was it?
I was just back from the Venice Biennale.
Right.
Two of my projects represented Malaysia.
And what was that project about?
Mostly about environment because I'm very strong on environment. I'm one of the Malaysia's, I think I'm the youngest Malaysian Green Building Council member.
All right.
And the project was about, one of them was redevelopment of PJ to become a garden. The other one was a skyscraper which floats in the sea so that you could create clusters of biodiverse living habitats.
Wow. That's already inspiring to me. That
Thanks,
sounds
bro.
great. That sounds good, Sarli.
Okay, Dalvinder, what about you?
Hi, I'm Dalvinder. I'm a doctor. Just graduated about 3 months ago only, actually. And together with my friends, we started this organization called the Malaysian Fellowship to connect medical students, doctors, as well as volunteers to go out there and do medical missions.
Right.
Not only in Malaysia, Asia, and beyond as well.
All right. So you're sort of a doctor that do not have borders. People love people like you. It's an inspiration. So you told me that you were in Haiti recently. Tell us a bit more about that.
It was just 1 week after the earthquake happened, and it was chaos everywhere. People did not have homes anymore. They lost their families. And when we set out clinics over there, we went out there to want to contribute to the society, to the community over there. But it actually impacted us actually a lot because suddenly in 1 week, imagine you lose your house, you lose everything you own, and people are traumatized. And it's when people need love the most that when you give to them, they actually, it means a lot.
For sure.
Yes.
Now the unique thing, I suppose, about the AYA Awards is the fact that, you know, it comes from real people, real stories who overcame something. So, Sarli, I actually read something very interesting about you. You see this guy, architect and all that, but you came from humble beginnings and you actually had a challenge to overcome. Would you like to share with us about that?
Yeah, it's dyslexia when I was small, but which challenge that unfortunately I've passed down to my own daughter.
Okay.
Yeah, because it's genetic. Yeah. So and in those days people didn't know about dyslexia, but now you have all sorts of education and knowledge that people can, you know, we have the Malaysian Dyslexia Society. So during those days, it was very difficult because people didn't know what's wrong with you, and you keep writing backwards, and there must be something wrong with this kid.
Well, you know, just to make you feel better, Da Vinci himself was dyslexic.
Yeah,
so,
I know. Now I know.
So congratulations. But Dalvinder, I also hear that you yourself had to overcome some hardships. Would you like to talk about that?
Yeah, 6 years ago, I actually woke up one day in Moscow in the middle of winter.
Okay.
And that was where I was going to study my medical degree for the next 6 years. And that was the first time there was no parents around, no parents supervision. You know, suddenly the world was yours. And, you know, it's normal, people go partying every week and they get into, you know, various activities, and sometimes you can get really distracted. And I started, you know, trying out new things as well, and it really affected my studies. And it seemed as though failure was coming into my life. Failure in terms of studies, relationships, things like that. But I just really am very thankful for friends. Friends who really, stepped out and helped out.
Your support system.
I like how you said got into various activities. I'm not saying specifically.
The point is they overcame and now they are something and nominated. In fact, finalists for the AYA Awards. Now there's a caller on the line. Hello. Hello.
Hello.
Hello?
Hi.
Hello?
Hello there. Who are we speaking to?
Hello?
Hi.
Yes?
Who are we speaking to?
I can't hear really.
Hello. 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 Can
Hi.
you hear us now?
Hello?
Hello.
Yes?
Hi. Can you hear us?
This is Roy.
Roy. Hi.
I hear you have a question for our guests tonight.
Yes, I want to ask you guys what inspires you in what you're doing in the youth?
Okay, alright Roy, thank you so much for calling. You just won yourself Chantel CD, one flower by Kenzo, and a pair of artistry tickets. We'll get to your question right now. Thank you. Bye-bye. So guys, obviously you are an inspiration to the nation, but obviously you guys have inspirations of your own. What inspires you guys to do what you do? Let's start with Sarli.
I think what inspires me is simple. That people who overcome their potential, they go beyond their potential. For somebody who is not in a very fortunate position, to overcome something is very difficult. For example, if somebody doesn't have who cannot walk but can run a marathon, that inspires me. Something people don't normally do, but somebody who's healthy might take it for granted, you see. So by looking at these things differently, you find inspiration in normal everyday things.
Ordinary people doing extraordinary things, which is what this is about. Okay, Dalvinder, what about you?
I think what really inspires me is dreams. Because whether we are rich or poor, it costs us nothing to dream. And I believe that when we can dream, it's a powerful thing because it opens up your world to a whole lot of possibilities. And I really like to see Malaysians dream, but not just dream, but believe. Because all things are possible when we believe.
Wow, I think I got like
Goosebumps right now?
goosebumps. It's so inspiring. Like
very
seriously,
Guys,
yeah. Actually, all this, of course, culminates to the final awards night. It's happening on the 7th of November at Pangong Bandar Raya. Now, of course, Sarli and Dalvinder are only 2 of the 5 finalists. So if you think their story inspired you, make sure you vote for them.
That's right.
Which, of course, now is your time to,
Tell them how
promote
to
yourself
vote.
like a single bachelor and like.
How would you do that? If you were to vote for Sarli, tell us Sarli, how would they vote for you?
You can vote at the website or you can vote via SMS. But please don't just vote for me. Vote for the best candidate. I think that's my best advice.
Dalvinder, any last words?
I think that all the nominees are really extraordinary in their own field. So I would want to, advise you guys to go to the website www.ayawards.com, read up, check out the videos, and it's going to be good.
Alright guys, unfortunately we are out of time. Thank you so much for joining us. Very nice meeting
Thank you very
guys
much.
Are
Thank you.
an inspiration.
Thank you.
You guys know the website is www.atv.com.my. You know the email is
Check it out.
quickie@atv.com.my. That's right.
Yep. And we're also on Facebook and Twitter. Follow us for exclusive updates. We'll see you tomorrow.